Hey crew, what's up? We got Hoshizaki freezer. As you can see, I'm modding in a thermostat and a defrost timer. This is the original module. It wasn't working, it wasn't going to defrost, had everything stuck. So basically you follow the diagram, the factory diagram, and obviously everybody knows the normal defrost timer. Let's see it like this. The one that's furthest to this closest to the left would be your neutral, and number 2 would be your normally open, your heater. Number 1 would be your power, and number 4 would be your normally closed, which would be your evaporator fans in this case. And I had to mod out the signal to the pressure switches, and go to the pressure switches, and goes here to this little relay contactor. So I am going to I'm going to put a thermostat in series with it. So from the thermostat, I'll go to the contactor, so I can go on and off by temperature. So that's what we have for now. I'll explain it a little bit later, and let's get to the job. Continuing with our mod, we already have the mechanical thermostat in, as you can see. The bulb, that sensing bulb, I have to put it down in here, and we have it. See, we have it here. I wrote more cold, counterclockwise, less cold, clockwise, and the max cold. So you turn here, it's off. There you go. There's max cold for like right here. So next I have to go in the cabinet to disconnect the sensors from the old sensors and put that sensing bulb through. So I'll show you that now. For those of you who wondered, this is the part number for the danfoss thermostat that I'm using on this Hoshizaki freezer. So we already got, let's get a light on here. This first hole, I'm gonna put the sensing bulb, and the sensing bulb's I'm gonna put it around here and put it like outside. So that will be the ambient temp, so it'll turn on and turn off. And the other one I just cut off was the defrost probe that's stuck in the coil, so I'm gonna have to take all this out, so I'm not gonna take it out. We have that. It's not very complicated, just a couple screws here, a couple screws there. So I'm gonna put in the thermostat now. As you can see, I'm gonna take the sensing bulb, and I'm just gonna drive it down there and see where it goes, and I'll take a picture when I got it done. So now we're gonna show it. The light, see? Pass it through, and this is an ambient air sensor one type, so it senses the ambient air in a cycle. So all I would have to do is just wire it in, which is up here. There's 2 wires I have to put. This one goes to the in of the thermostat, and the one that goes out the thermostat to this coil here. So if I turn it on or off, we'll do a test when we do the final test, but nothing should come on. Only at least the evap fans, because I have it. This is a normal cycle, not defrost. I tested both cycles; they do cycle, so I would have to just leave it running and see how it acts. So I'm gonna connect these up, and then after I connect these up, I'll show the whole connection. Now the modification is complete. Thermostat, this gray wire that comes from the pressure switch into the thermostat, out to the thermostat, to the relay. You saw downstairs we had the bulb for the thermostat installed. You see the whole mod again. Basically, I traced the wires from the diagram, and this was that old OEM controller we just trace the wires from there, and we just put to the recording slots on the new one. When you use these types of timers, remember that there's 1, 2, 3, and there's 1 to 4. The fourth one, that's the farthest, is the neutral. Your second one would be your hours, or normally closed. Your number 1 would be your hotline. Your number 2 would be your normally open, which is your which here it's a defrost heater, it's black. So we all traced every single wire from identifying it from the original diagram. Everything works. So we're gonna check it out now. We're gonna plug it in and see if it becomes alive. EVAP fans, we just plugged in. EVAP fans are running. Here's the thermostat. Compressor turns on. All right. Let's test our defrost. So what we do is we hold it here 30 seconds. The longest 30 seconds, I would say, when you're filming it, and everything should turn off. Waiting, we keep waiting, we keep waiting. Yep, everything works. So if I press it 30 seconds again, I should be back in refrigeration. Press it again, just for testing. It's the longest 30 seconds when you're waiting for them. And voila! We're back and we're in business. Not bad. So, hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. It's live, people. Everything's good and going. Everything's buttoned up. Fans are fanning. So, that's what we got. Up and going.